Hey guys, how are you today? Jim Prusak here at the Pain PT. And today we're going to talk about this concept of somatically surrendering to your sensations. Somatically surrendering to your sensations. And I'm going to break this down today for you guys a little bit more, just so you can understand it and then you can start to put it into some type of practice for yourself. So, somatically meaning, soma means our body, our physical body. So we're wanting to get in touch with what we feel in our bodies. Now, I've talked before about how your body is your unconscious mind and your body doesn't lie. The body is indicating what's going on. Now, what you feel in your body, a lot of times, especially with TMS or these mind-body symptoms, is coming from your brain. Okay, so your brain produces stress or signals or chemistry that you then feel in your body. And with TMS, what Dr. Sarno talked about and what we know from the research now is that a lot of times what we're feeling in our bodies are actually emotions that are coming out in a very physical way that feel like pains or feel like symptoms. So when I say somatically surrender to your sensations, what we want to do is we want to learn to open up and feel all our feelings, feel all our sensations, especially chronic ones, because a lot of times, again, they are emotions. And we don't want to suppress or repress or push down or fight against or flee or freeze our emotions. So if you guys can get this idea that, look, whatever you feel in your body, whatever the sensation is, wherever it's located in this soma or in this body, see if you can surrender to that sensation, which again means surrender. Surrender means that you are opening up to, you are allowing, you are accepting, you are letting that sensation unwind and unfold in you. Okay, that's surrender. It means you're not doing anything. You're not actively trying to do anything. Okay, because when we do that, what we end up doing a lot of times is resisting or reacting to what we feel when it's uncomfortable in the body. This is a version, again, of that fight, flight, and freeze response that we're doing. We don't want to fight our symptoms. We don't want to fight our sensations. We don't want to run from them either. That's a flight response. And we certainly don't want to freeze what we feel in our bodies. Unfortunately, everybody's going around doing those things. They're trying to stop, trying to fix, trying to change, avoid, numb out what they feel in their bodies. I'm asking you guys to do the opposite. I'm asking you to surrender to, open up to, allow the expression, embrace what's happening in yourself as a sensation, to let that unfold in its own natural way, and that you're viewing this mentally from your mind that it's okay. The sensation that you feel, the symptom you feel, the feeling you feel is okay. We talked last video about that it's okay. Tell your brain it's okay. The sensation's okay. So let that seep in every time you're doing some somatic work of feeling your feelings, that you infuse that with a mental perception or interpretation that what you're feeling is okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because a lot of times our brains are not doing that. We're coming from a negative perception that what we feel is not okay. Anytime you're fighting against, fleeing, freezing, trying to fix, change, stop, that means you're not okay with what you're feeling. And I want you guys to move from that to surrendering to what you feel, which is waving that white flag, dropping your arms, dropping your resistance, dropping your reaction, and just opening up and letting this unwind, letting this sort of sensations detox. It's like a stress reaction in you that needs to detox, needs to flush itself out. I use the analogy of letting the river flow through you or letting the storm clouds pass. You're trying to allow the expression and flow of what you feel in your body, not stop it. That's not what we're trying to do here. So, somatically surrendering to your sensations. This is what we want to do. Somatically surrender to your sensations from the mental premise that what you're feeling is okay. The sensations might be uncomfortable. They might be painful. But the premise is that they're stress related. And if it's stress, it needs to be released. It needs to be sort of processed. So when you are surrendering, the other thing you're doing is you're actually activating that parasympathetic rest and digest nervous system, which is what we need to start to digest all the stresses and inflammation and pains in the body. Okay, we know with chronic pain across many conditions that is a common denominator, that people are not able to get their nervous system into the rest and digest state for any length of time. So when you put your body into a resting state, meaning you relax your body into what you feel, when you do that, you're starting to activate the parasympathetic rest and digest state. When you mentally tell yourself what you feel is okay, you're also starting to do that. And when you put your nervous system into that parasympathetic state, it starts to go to work for you and does that digestion, okay? Starts breaking down chemicals and processes and feelings and emotions and pains and symptoms. Your job is to put it in that position and let it do its work. Okay, so that's positively filtering what you feel. It's okay. That's opening up to what you feel, which is surrendering and not shutting down. Okay, if you think of it from a nervous system perspective, when you're fighting or fleeing what you feel, that's more fight or flight. That's more sympathetic. That's not what we want. Okay, so I want you guys to surrender somatically to your sensations. All your sensations, any of your sensations, anything you can feel, I want you to let it flow through you. Okay, you've got to feel it to heal it. And it may take some time. Okay, if there's a lot of stress in your system, it may take time to unwind and unfold. It's like an onion peeling away, or like one of those stress balls where it just needs to keep springing off stress responses. Just like somebody going on vacation or holiday, it might take them 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days to finally feel pretty good in themselves because they're finally relaxing enough and the stress is coming off of them, and then they start to finally feel better. So I want you guys to constantly be surrendering to what you feel, to practicing this approach each day as much as you can. Okay, whenever you notice your sensations or your symptoms or feelings, okay, surrender to them. It's a conscious process that you need to turn on because, again, automatically the brain and mind resist these things. They don't like them. Okay, so we need to switch it around and say, it's fine. This is okay. I want to feel this. I want to let this move through me. The last thing I'll say about this process of surrendering is that surrender is a passive approach. There's no work being done. When I wave the white flag, I sit and go, I give up. I'm not going to do anything anymore. I'm just going to basically get still and open and let the process unfold. So you're not doing anything actively to these feelings, to these sensations. You're letting them unfold in their own way. Okay? That's surrendering to it. You're not trying to do anything or change anything. It will change on its own when you continue to surrender and open up to what you feel. All right, guys. Hopefully this was helpful. It's a very, very much a somatic practice infused with mental perception. And if you got questions, comments, put them here. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.